People-pleasing isn't kindness. It's architecture, a carefully engineered system of self-erasure built to keep you from being left behind. You think you're being kind, you think you're generous, you think you're just trying to make life easier for everyone else. But beneath the softness, beneath the smile, beneath the yes you didn't want to say, is a sharp, silent fear. If I don't give them what they want, they might leave. This is not kindness. This is not maturity. This is not being the bigger, more compassionate person. This is architecture, a relational blueprint forged within fear and reinforced over years, built with bricks made of silence and self-sacrifice. This is people-pleasing, and it's covert survival, because somewhere in your early story, you learned that being yourself in full coherence was too risky, that expressing your truth caused too much rupture, that having needs met meant being too much, that saying no was unsafe, and so you adapted. You learned to read the room, to anticipate, to shapeshift, to assume the moods of others before they even spoke, to make yourself small enough, just enough to be loved. And people called you easygoing, supportive, empathetic, selfless, helpful, but they never saw the cost. You felt it, but you also didn't see it. They didn't see the tightness in your chest every time you swallowed your truth, the resentment building beneath your ribs every time you said yes when you really wanted to say no, the loneliness that comes from being liked but never truly known. This is the ache that no one talks about, the ache of being adored for a version of you that doesn't actually exist. The burden of being praised while your real self is buried beneath politeness and obligation. And here's the truth. People-pleasing is not about generosity, it's about control. You're trying to control how others see you, how they respond to you, based on how much pain you'll have to feel. You perform safety because safety was never given. You build consensus because truth once led to chaos. You smooth every edge because sharpness once cost you love. And no matter how well you do it, you will never be truly free, because people-pleasing is a prison cell that you decorate with compliments and approval. You walk around with the key in your hand but refuse to unlock the door because the door leads to truth, and truth might make them leave. So you stay in the role, the peacekeeper, the reliable one, the emotional mule, and you wonder why you feel so tired, so unseen, so misunderstood, even though you always say the so-called right thing. You always do the thing that other people want you to do because you've built an entire life on emotional compliance. And the soul was not made to comply. It was meant to declare what it feels, declare what it sees, declare what it knows, even if it disrupts the room. But you've forgotten how to declare, because the last time you did, someone punished you or mocked you or left or withdrew their love. And so now you protect your place in the tribe by becoming what the tribe needs you to be. But the cost is devastating, because every yes you say from fear is a no to your own coherence. Every time you protect them from your truth, you are the one who bleeds. And still, you tell yourself you're just being nice. You're not being nice, you're being absent. Absent from your own life, absent from your own body, absent from the relationships that could actually hold your truth if you dared speak it. But you don't dare, not yet. because to stop people pleasing is to risk rupture, to feel the sting of disapproval, to allow someone to walk away because your truth is no longer convenient or comfortable for them. And the thought of that is terrifying. But it's also holy, it's also sacred, because only in rupture do you find out who is real. Only in discomfort do you get to remember who you are. Not the version shaped by other people's needs, not the chameleon who survives through adaptation, but the original architecture beneath the edits. That version of you is not too much, or unsafe, or unlovable. It's just waiting for you to stop performing, to stop apologizing, to stop making yourself small in the name of being good. And when you do, when the performance ends, the real work begins. Not everyone will stay. In fact, most people will leave. No one will clap. Not everyone will like the new script. But the ones who remain will be the ones who see you, not your performance. And you will no longer bleed to be loved. You will no longer trade silence for connection. You will no longer confuse peace with absence. You will speak. You will take up space. You will disappoint the ones who benefited from your compliance. And you will survive it. This is the death of people-pleasing and the very beginning of freedom. You are never afraid of being disliked. You are only ever afraid of being fully seen and still abandoned. Welcome to The Architect Speaks.